With all the free will and knowledge that humans have, the average American still looks like this and eats a diet like this. Like, chimps don't even care, dude. They have free nutritionist support, they eat well, and they look absolutely jacked. This is your sign. Reject modernity, return to monk, shave your head. Okay, my name's Jay, I'm a nutritionist and an international level athlete, and yes, this video is a little bit satirical, but honestly there's a lot of truth to this. I don't really care how well this video does, it's just for me, I find this so funny. But yeah, basically chimps in a zoo eat way better than the average American. Like, it's not even close. So here we got a video from Project Chimps. These people do some good work actually, just rescuing chimps from like medical facilities, like testing, and they take care of them pretty well. So let's see what the chimps get to eat.
We strive to keep as natural a diet as possible for the chimpanzees in our care. Since captive chimps are susceptible to diabetes and heart disease.
Unlike humans, a lot of us are pretty prone to diabetes and heart disease, but we just don't do anything about it. We just like, oh, come over here, diabetes, like let's go.
We hand serve breakfast to the chimps. The females get 3 servings of fruit and the males get 4 servings of fruit.
3 or 4 servings of fruit just like out the gates, like that's blowing the average American out of the water. The human recommendation is 2 servings per day, which is less, and they're only doing this in 1 meal, and even then only 10% of Americans only actually hit their fruit target for the day. So dude, return to monk. We get some pears, we get some cantaloupe. What a day to be a chimp. Pears are one of the better ones as far as antioxidant quantity, particularly in the skin. Take care of your overall health. And it also counters inflammation, which can be problematic for those diabetes and heart disease things that they're trying to protect the chimps against. So fair play there. Cantaloupe, like most orange fruits, has lutein, which is also an antioxidant. Dude, get me in here. Oh yeah, buttercup.
So along with their breakfast, the chimps also receive these little juice cups with their favorite juice and nutritional biscuits that we call chow. Chow biscuits that we serve the chimps has all the nutrients they need, all the vitamins, and it's just a great supplement that we give them morning and evening.
We'll get into the chimp biscuits a bit later. There was this Reddit post a while ago on the More Plates, More Dates. It was on his channel actually. This guy was buying monkey biscuits and just eating them. He's like, oh well, you know, if this is what they feed gorillas to get big, like, you know, let me get on that. And he was like putting it with water and mashing it up and putting hot sauce on it. But like, we'll get into that. The ingredients aren't terrible, but yeah, that's coming later.
We serve forage at lunch for the chimpanzees, and it's usually consisted of leafy greens and 2 low-calorie vegetables. So today it's going to be purple cabbage, which is their favorite, sliced up eggplant, and sliced zucchini for them to forage.
Some of the lower quantity options there. Lifespan in chimps has been studied a bit more with caloric restriction. We're trying to apply it to humans. It has some basing, but as far as caloric restriction, the chimps live a lot longer on lower calories, surprisingly. And leafy greens and, you know, other low calorie vegetables, very micronutrient dense, so they're getting all the nutrients that they need just for less calories.
We scatter their lunch out, which is called forage, and the reason it's called forage is because we hide it in different places and things like that to encourage their natural foraging behavior.
Dude, this would be so much fun, dude. Like, just getting in the cage, we got some lettuce, we got all the boys here.
In addition, they all get a bag of primate chow with the quantity depending on their gender and weight.
Yeah, so the diet's calibrated to their weight. How many humans do that, dude? More fruit and vegetable for the next day, dude. And by the way, that's just their feeding facility. They have this big enclosure in the mountains of Georgia in US, which is pretty cool. So fair play from Project Chimps. So I talked about the fruit a bit there. Let's talk about sugar as well. So added sugar, different from like intrinsic sugar, chemically the exact same, but intrinsic sugars such as the sugar in fruits, you're also getting all the micronutrients, the antioxidants that take care of your health, and it's all like the fiber in them can slow down the blood glucose spike that you might get. So added sugar is just the sugar without anything else, so if you're in poor health, this can be pro-inflammatory because it might, if you have a weakened insulin response, it might just be hanging around in your blood for a while. The average intake for Americans is 22 teaspoons of this added sugar per day. The chimps pretty close to zero. And it's all the fiber. Fiber is very protective as far as cardiovascular disease and diabetes, which is what they're trying to protect too, because it can help with weight control and managing blood lipids and blood glucose, so that's interesting. Chimps get a lot of it, humans, they're a bit below. It's estimated that the average among Americans is 15 grams of fiber per day. You should be shooting for like 30. Chimps are probably just like way past that. Yeah, so we got a basket of vegetables and fruits, just foraging, spreading it all out. And this is at another zoo. I'm not really pro-zoo, but you know, some of these animals can't be released into the wild again after medical research. I'm more against the medical research on chimps, but yeah, that's not really the topic of this video anyway. Look at all that, just spreading it all out, dude. Oh my days, like get me in here, dude. It's like you're just coming out, foraging. It's like, oh, there's some oranges over there. Let's get into them. you got the babies on your back. Anyway, I just thought this video was so wholesome, but yeah. All right, we're back to the primate biscuits here. Back to this guy who was like actually eating these. It's like, oh dude, I'm gonna look like a gorilla sooner or later. But yeah. So we got high fiber. It's also got live culture stuff, which is fantastic for gut health. Humans don't eat enough of it. You know, you can go for like live culture yogurts or fermented foods, but you know, in general, we don't eat that much of it. But gut health is linked pretty much to everything, even like cognition and mental well-being, which is absurd. We got high fiber to protect against those diseases they're looking at, like diabetes, supplemented with vitamin E and C. And I think they're saying this is only just a supplement to the rest of like the whole foods that they eat. So that's fair enough. Flaxseed, more vitamin E, which is another antioxidant. Flaxseed is one of the best. I think of the seed oils, flaxseed's the best, as long as you don't heat it up. Okay, get cold press flaxseed oil, because humans in general eat too much omega-6, but flaxseed's really high in omega-3, among other things like salmon or chia seeds. And the high omega-6 is kind of problematic because a big imbalance is pro-inflammatory, so these chimps have just like completely circumvented modernity, reject modernity that humans have run into. Like, you're not seeing a chimp in the drive-through just getting an omega-6 loaded meal with pro-inflammatory stuff from the seed oils, beta-carotene and taurine. You get the taurine, you don't need the Red Bull, dude. Just become a chimp. Decent protein content, feeding directions, dude. How do I eat this? Okay, let's go ingredients. So we got ground soybean hulls, which the hull is like the outer coating, not the core bit, which is where a lot of the nutrients are. And if you're worried about phytoestrogens, I think phytoestrogens in lower amounts can mean nothing. In the higher amounts, it can maybe tank testosterone a little bit, but the most of the phytoestrogens are in the core, not the outside coating. That's where you get the fiber and some of the other nutrients, so that's fine. I'm assuming this is listed based on the ingredients in quantity, like most proprietary blends. But so we got those things. We got some bits of beets and apples and oats. Mostly just whole foods. Again, some people get really scared about like these long ingredient lists, but like if I listed the components of a banana, it would probably look similar. I'd assume a lot of these are just preservatives and like little bits of vitamins that they're supplementing in there. Not all of these ingredients are fantastic. I'm not a big fan of like added fructose and soybean oil, but like if you compare this to like the American diet, like American diet looks like there's lots of sugar, added sugar that is, you know, high in fried food, high in omega-6, high in pro-inflammatory stuff, low in omega-3, low in antioxidants, low in fiber, low in fruits, low in vegetables. So, you know, chimps are winning here, okay? These chimps have stayed completely clear of modernization. They don't drink. The average adult drinks 10 standards per week of alcohol, which isn't good. These chimps have an eating schedule, which is good for the body. Well, it is for humans. I don't really know about chimp biology, dude. Allow it. There's no late nights at the office. Dude, I'm telling you, for the best results, return to monk. Like the Project Chimp, dude, they got this big enclosure in the mountains in Georgia. It's a good time. Maybe I should, like, I'm competing soon, maybe I should just do my training camp up there, just put me in with the chimps, dude, feed me the good food. If this video gets 3 likes, I'll do it. Do you guys think that could be like the next high value male camp? You know, those cringe things where they pay a lot of money just to like surround themselves with equally like egotistical men. I feel like there's some money there, you know? Just get locked up and treated like a chimp for like a month. Yeah, but that's been me for most of the video. Eat your whole foods in, like the chimps. Don't eat the American diet. But yeah, if you enjoy this, there's some more videos there that you might actually learn a little bit more about nutrition and training, not just me enjoying these chimp videos a little bit too much. But yeah, that's been me. I'll see you next time.